You're listening to the one about geography.
Let me just preempt this by saying that I know shit about geography.
I know some stuff.
You know way more than like my whole family combined.
I'm pretty sure geo has to do with rocks, like geodude.
Does it actually?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's
So
like
geography is just like
the
study of rocks.
Yeah.
That's geology.
Yeah, but then they expanded it to like the graph part. So it's like a graph of all the rocks, and that's how you get the shape of the Earth.
Okay.
Like all these rocks form the continent of Africa, and all those rocks form the continent of Asia, and all those rocks form the continent of Oceania.
I think we should start off by like talking about how many continents there are and what they are, because my family and I recently had a debate about how many continents there actually were, because I didn't know whether I should count America as 2 continents.
Oh. I know that there are 7. I've been taught my entire life that there are 7, so America should count as 2. Then you have North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, and the South Pole.
Which is Antarctica.
The South Pole,
Okay.
where the anti-Santa lives.
Right.
He gives you presents on the summer solstice.
On the summer solstice?
Yes.
What is the summer solstice actually?
It's like the day when the sun is...
Like, 24
Wait,
hours?
are solstices... Yeah, solstices are when the sun stays in the sky the longest. There's the summer solstice where the sun is in the sky the longest, and winter when the sun is in the sky the shortest. The equinox is when the day and night are supposed to be exactly the same period of time.
Because we're on Google right now, I can tell you a solstice is an astronomical event that occurs twice each year in June and December as the sun reaches its highest or lowest excursion relative to the blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah, basically when it's in the sky the longest or the shortest.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this started because I asked where the Maldives was because I had no idea it was near India.
Yeah, the Maldives are near India. They're so small you can't see them on the map, on Google Maps, unless you zoom all the way in.
But
Yes.
it is now the prime place for any sort of honeymoon
It is?
or eat, pray, love getaway.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Everyone loves the Maldives.
Are they Maldives or Maldives?
Maldives.
Maldives?
Let me Google that.
Yeah.
Well, we're currently on Google.
Well,
right
they're
now,
sinking,
so-
so we won't need to know soon.
They're sinking.
They're sinking because
Are
of
they
global warming.
Yeah, are they sinking or are they getting flooded? That's different.
Tomato. When you're talking about a country vanishing into the ocean, it doesn't really matter which way you say it. Poor country. They're
Okay.
pretty pissed off with global warming, like as
Well,
expected.
I'd assume they'd be.
But they're too small to do anything about it, which kind of sucks.
That's us, you realize.
Yeah, but we're not going to sink into the ocean. So
How do
it's
you know
fine.
we're not going to sink into the ocean? We could sink into the ocean.
Yeah, we're not. Like, height-wise, some of Singapore will not be under the ocean that fast.
Unfortunately, I am not able to tell how Maldives is actually pronounced because the Wikipedia page doesn't tell you how.
It's fine.
Oh, do you know the capital?
No, what is the capital of Maldives?
I don't know either.
I thought you were asking because you knew. That's
is.
I know something you don't voice.
It is Male. I am
Uh,
definitely mispronouncing it.
how is it spelled?
Male, but the E has a fancy thing
Oh,
on
okay.
top of it. Which
Many males have fancy things on top of them. It's called hairstyles.
That's terrifying.
Fancy
That is the
hairstyles.
kind of thing you like tell an alien when they reach Earth. It's like males have a fancy thing on the top of them.
Yeah,
It's
like
called hair.
spiky hair and all that.
And
then
very coincidentally, so do females. That was strange, and I should
females
not
don't
have.
really spike their hair as often. Like it's like spiky hair.
I guarantee you, if you Google male hairstyles and you Google female hairstyles, you get way more fancy hairstyles from the females.
Yeah, but it rarely spikes up. Like the
A
thing at the end
lot
of the
of
E.
the hairstyles for females spike up.
Like what?
Have you not seen like every photo of the woman from Freaky Friday
She
who
got,
sells Actavia?
she got freaked out. There's a Freaky Friday. That doesn't count.
What is her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, her. There are a lot of females with spiky hair.
I know this because Dio made his character in Guild Wars look like Jamie Lee Curtis. And
Now
make
I have
fun
to
of him
cut
for it.
this out of the podcast.
No, you don't. It's fine. Like no one really knows. Yeah. Anyway.
It's just a friend of his.
Yeah.
This is.
Say he's just a friend. Say he's just a friend.
I don't know what song that is.
Just a friend.
By who?
By the most famous version is Bismarcky.
Oh, great. That's great. What's the capital of Canada? Well, let me explain the pretext of this, I'm currently on Google Maps. I'm just scrolling around, and we decided to screw around with Google Maps with each other and test our geography.
What is the capital of Canada?
Watch me misspell
Ottawa.
Canada. Is it Ottawa?
I don't know.
It's Quebec. No, it's not. Let me see.
Ottawa.
Is it Ottawa?
Yes.
I said Ottawa. No, I said Quebec.
Yes.
The largest city is Toronto. I would have guessed Toronto.
Totoro. I knew it wasn't Toronto because Canada's one of those it's like Australia. Where
the biggest is like Perth or something.
The better known cities are not the capital.
Melbourne nor Perth are the capitals. It's Sydney, isn't it?
No, Sydney's not the capital of Australia.
What is the capital of Australia?
Capital of Australia is Canberra.
Oh right, yeah. Dang. I know the capital of Egypt. For some reason, I just remember it's Cairo.
Yep.
I don't know why I know that. I just do.
Cairo Ren.
All right.
That's probably why.
It'd be a better version of Kylo Ren, I'll tell you that much. No, actually, no, it wouldn't. It would make no sense for an Egyptian to have that sort of self-entitlement that a white man would have.
It's in the distant past. They just named... his parents just decided that he decided that Cairo might be a cool name for himself. And then when the Egyptians heard of this legend from the ancient past, they decided to name the city after him.
Explain Greenland and Iceland.
It was a joke. It was an actual joke. When they landed, people were already sort of living on Iceland. Wow, this place is sort of cold. It's kind of icy. And then they found Greenland. Haha, you know what would be funny? If called this place with even more ice. Greenland.
Who's they?
The Norse. I think they're either Viking related or related to people. What's the
Ottoman Empire?
No, the Ottoman Empire is in Turkey. The people that were the British, the Normans. Yeah. It was either the Normans or whoever, or the Norse people.
This is so upsetting. I'm showing everything I don't know about geography. I promise I'm smarter in other areas. Literally nothing, actually, now that I think about it.
You're better at lit. You're pretty good at lit.
Let's talk about books next time so that I can look smart.
Yeah, see, you are literally smart.
Alright. Alright. You know the Istans, what is that whole area called? The Baltic states?
What?
The Balkan states. I mean, that's the USSR term, but...
Those are the Balkans? All the stans are the Balkans?
They're either Balkan or Baltic.
The Baltic's in the north. So, I guess they have mirrored. I guess it's mirrored. I wasn't really sure where the Balkans were before.
The Balkan states are Croatia, Bosnia, Bulgaria, or...
Yeah, it's not the stans at all. The stans are just the stans. What are the stans called? Google that. Baltics in the north.
Baltic. Well, but what are they? Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia.
Yeah.
What are the Istans then? God, my history teacher would be so upset.
They were part of the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, but in the USSR, they were known as the something states.
They weren't. The USSR didn't care about them. They didn't have them. They were all a mess. They were an undeveloped third world mess that the USSR didn't want to deal with. They meddled in Afghanistan because it was funny to do that, but that was it.
It was funny to do that,
yeah, because the Americans were messing around there as well. Both the USSR and America you know what would be funny if we go to a less developed country with a lot of mountains and ruin their development by giving them missiles before they have food.
Explain why Papua New Guinea is sometimes in Southeast Asia and sometimes not.
It's always in Southeast Asia. Wait, actually?
Explain the rule.
It's always in Southeast Asia. It always counts as part of Southeast Asia on a map, but it doesn't. But not part of ASEAN for some reason.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Not Malay or Chinese enough.
Oh, so we're getting political at this point.
Maybe.
I mean, ASEAN is definitely political. There's no doubt about that. It's not geographical. I mean, it is, but it's not really.
The only thing, I don't know. Maybe they just rejected. Maybe there isn't. I think they may have rejected because they want to be neutral. So neutral. The ASEAN...
They're I do not want to be involved in this.
Yeah, ASEAN is supposed to be non-aligned, but by declaring so loudly that you're non-aligned and forming a little club of people who are clearly non-aligned, you basically just form a third party. So maybe they're just we don't want any hand in this at all.
I think Papua New Guinea is completely neutral. They've managed to stay out of everything in all those historical developments.
No, that's not true. There's a lot of fighting there. They have this nice straight line dividing them because of there's some kind of conflict. And I know that the Japanese were pretty much on the southern coast of Papua New Guinea during World War II. The Australians fighting them. Yeah, they got stopped there.
This is just a podcast where I ask you questions about geography and show off how much I don't know. At least, though, I pronounce Lao correctly.
Lauren.
That's Chinese for old people. It sounds like Lao.
Yeah, and Ren is people, so people from Laos are Lao Ren.
They are Laotians, which confuses me because there's no S in Lao.
What's the capital of Laos?
Oh,
Lao.
gosh, I should really know that. I
Make a
take an
guess.
entire module on that. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say something really stupid like Yanmeng or something that's going to be from another country.
No, Yemen is
Yemen is from all the way
yeah.
somewhere else. Where is the capital of Laos?
It's Vientiane, I think.
Dang it!
Unless he moved it, but I remember it being Vientiane.
Yeah, it's probably Vientiane.
I remember being really confusing because I thought Vientiane was like something in Vietnam.
Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh is not the capital of Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's gosh.
Vietnam had a north and south capital, and then he fought. It's Hanoi.
It's Hanoi.
Hanoi's the north capital. Yeah.
Right.
Hanoi's the north capital, and they won. And then when they took over the south capital of Saigon, they decided to rename it Ho Chi Minh after the guy who conquered the south.
At least Cambodia doesn't lie. Capital of Cambodia is Phnom Penh, as one might expect. I remember Myanmar. It's Naypyidaw. That's the biggest state. It is. Nope, it is.
They moved. No,
Oh, whoops.
They formed their own new capital. That thing you just said is their new capital. They moved it.
I was thinking of Yangon.
Yeah, Yangon is the old one. They
which
moved
is in
it.
Myanmar.
They moved it and formed the military capital. It's an interesting city. Let's zoom in all the way in Google Maps and see what you see.
I'm sure that will be a fun time considering we're in satellite view.
Statues. Show me the military statues.
We are not in street view, so you don't
Show
actually
me
get to see
the military
anything.
statues. Military statues.
Again, this is satellite view, so you're just gonna get a very zoomed in screen. There you go. Earth
Yes,
view.
I see a road. I see a stadium.
How far in can you zoom in on Google Maps? Let's
I know.
find out.
Where are the military statues? Statues of old heroes of Burma.
Also, sorry if our phones keep going off during this podcast because we are extremely unprofessional.
Also, your bread is ready.
Yeah, my bread is ready. That was what the alarm was for.
Can't find it, but there's a lot of swimming pools and a stadium and what looks like tennis courts.
Do you think if you zoomed in on a country,
Tennis
you would-
court.
like if you've been there multiple times and or if you've lived there, you would be able to tell
Yes.
what a country was just by looking at satellite view?
Yes. Like,
Okay, so let's zoom in on Singapore right now.
okay.
Oh my god,
I
you
zoomed
just
too far.
zoomed out so much, right? We're looking at the Earth right now.
I wish they would let you zoom all the way out and just slowly get towards space.
I think someone's done a video of that. Like it keeps zooming out and out.
Are you Singapore? No.
Let's look for Singapore. If I screw it to any part of the Earth view of Singapore, you'd be able to tell me where that is.
So difficult. Can we just type?
Yeah. Alright. Searching.
Okay, go.
There we
I'm gonna
go.
close my eyes for the
Alright.
zoom.
Okay, Zach's going to close his eyes and I'm going to zoom in on a part of Singapore. And that is as far as they'll let me go.
That's your house.
That is not my house. Oh, I can go into the street.
Oh no, I haven't been here. But it says Choa Chu Kang Avenue 3 in the top left hand
It
corner.
is.
So,
This is where I used to live. Actually, let's find my old house and declare it on this podcast.
anyway,
Okay, but looking at the street view is what I meant, like this.
I'm pretty sure you can.
No, you can't. It's all buildings and grass, which you can see in almost every country.
You can.
Even
And
without the
you
labels.
said satellite view, not street view just now.
Right, my bad.
Also, this doesn't translate very well into the audio format.
No, it doesn't. Try it on your own, guys.
No, just go look at things or play video games.
Yeah, do whatever you want, man. Don't let us tell you what to do.
No, play video games with like replications of cities like Sleeping Dogs for Hong Kong or Assassin's Creed for any of the cities that are set in.
Oh, right, because I thought you just meant like generic advice. Just go do whatever you want to do
Oh.
instead of whatever we're telling you to do.
Oh yeah.
You could listen to this podcast. You could not. They're just getting distracted.
Sleeping Dogs is a great game.
Alright. The most intense game I've ever played was when I was studying for the Southeast Asian test, and then I had to Google map quiz of Southeast Asia, and then I memorized all the answers, and then
It sounds like a fun game.
no, not really. I did do very well for that test though.
Yay, you got a high score.
High school, the high school. That is the song from Tap Tap
High
Revenge.
Score Musical.
Tap 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 revenge.
Alright, so yeah, Zoom Park. Let's zoom into Zoom Park.
Alright,
Also,
let's end this podcast on us zooming into Zoom Park.
let's find out what Zoom Park is. And,
Well, as far as I can see, it's a roof.
there's a bus. There's a bus blocking Zoom Park.
Oh,
A bus
thanks,
blocked Google Street View.
guys.
Oh well.
Well, on that very disappointing note, that we can't find out what Zoom Park is.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. God, this is so disappointing. What is that? That's a church.
Yeah, but that's not Zoom Park. Galilee Bible Presbyterian Church is opposite
We'll just
Zoom
have to
Park.
settle with this Galilee Bible Presbyterian Church with a flag that's been folded in half by
They've got-
its gate.
They've got a Singaporean flag up, so they took this picture during it.
They have half a Singapore flag up. I'll tell you that much.
It's not on purpose.